torn down. So many times we think we come with something. We know it's beautiful. We know what it's done to us, and then it appears as if it's fallen on deaf ears. And then we can feel frustrated. Listen, that idea that it's fallen on deaf ears, I can just hear the voice of God saying now, who told you that it didn't do anything? Who told you? And so sometimes we don't understand what a person's gone through and what's in their heart and what needs to be torn down. And so if we don't think we see that like immediate reaction, we can get frustrated with ourselves. And then we'll be frustrated with them. Because well, if they would have just gotten it, then I would have been happy.
And think about a tree. You know, it's like we think sometimes that when you come along with the gospel, you're just snipping away at branches, when actually the gospel is going to the root. And so when you think of a big shrub, or I remember we had a shrub in our garden, and this thing was, it was up here, and I'm trying to get the thing out. Man, this thing was like tough. It was really, really hard to get out. I mean, when you go to the root, Jesus says, I'm going to go to the root. That's what the gospel does. It doesn't come overnight sometimes. Sometimes it can, but other times it doesn't. So.
Right. Sometimes it can happen immediately, but the key is not for us not to judge ourselves by the response. Right. We want to declare the gospel innocently. Listen, we're not justified by the number of people that we think have a positive response to what we say.
And just to me, always having the knowledge that they have the Spirit inside of them that knows the truth.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Yeah.
They have it.
And sometimes they don't want to hear the truth. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth. It's like you can talk about anything else, but it's almost like sometimes the Holy Spirit's in you and you'll say something and it will be like, ouch. And they might react and respond and walk away from you, but you've just planted something there. But it might not always go, because we want to be nice and we want everybody to be happy, but it's not how it always is.
No.
So you just gain I think about how much compassion, like you were talking about, you gain when you watch people struggling in that system, and if they're pretty good at it, it's even sadder.
Because you know what's killing them. And this is, I think once you see what sin is, and once you see what death is, and once you get out of the mindset of sin, of works of the flesh, and what that is, and because normally we judge after that, but when you see what sin is and the wisdom that they're actually under, then you can begin to have compassion. Then you can begin to see that, you know what, their behavior and all the things that they're doing comes from this. It doesn't come from what you're seeing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, God showed me something.